This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Get into the ring!
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Still slugging it out here. The impact gets blocked. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Alright. Player 1 chases them down. Both players with no drive in the tank. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. The jump-in is denied. Butt smash! Both fighters tags him and takes the W. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Anything off the smash? Who's going to start things off? Player 1 creates a good hit him with a stopping bot. Extra spicy Shoryu connects. Taking stock. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to uses the gauge for a super art. Shippujinrai hit. Good damage option there. Going in, we have Super experiencing burnout. Crowns him from above. Noticeable life lead. Cross-up attack. Looking for a hole. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Trump sees the overhead coming. Final round. Who will the fighting games odds state they're going for the super art? What were they thinking? Here comes a... Oh, now that is a punish. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Both absolutely relentless. Rushes in. Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very overhead, but it won't work. They are done. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Get into the ring!
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. The neutral game is much harder to control without a full drive game, so they'll be looking to fill it back up. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Medium kick hit. Very solid corner switch. Steals back a chance. Goes for the level 1 super. Shoryuken. Going on the offensive. Experiencing burnout. Knockdown and... KO! This is a back and forth fight. Tensions are definitely high.
Final round. Fight!
Ghost knocked him out of the air. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Quick dashing. Combo absolutely relentless. Player 1 can't use drive anymore. Burns out. Okay, here we go. Player 1 is in burnout state. Okay, putting it all on the line. looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super! Did not miss that chance and takes the round! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Get into the ring!
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Nails the timing and stings them. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? An aggressive attack. Knockdown. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Mono's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Nails the anti-air. Goes for the super arm? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Looking for a check, experiencing burnout. Knockdown. The counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Right off the bat, there's no hesitation. Charges forward. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Digs in deep to get that drive in. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch in the corner, sliding in. Looking for an experiencing burnout. Good awareness on the crosser. Butt smash. Anything off the smash? Went for the chip kill. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Get into the ring! I'll take on all of you! Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Charges in with authority. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Gets right in there. Heading into charges forward. Anything off the smash? KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Gets the jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Connects with medium kick. From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2, that's not gonna hit. Gotta be careful, experiencing burnout. Target lock and scoop. Knockdown and... Player 2, he connects with the throw. A real test of nerves here. checks with a medium, gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Sumo smash! Final round delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Still plenty of time on Super Art. Big clothesline to knock him down. Ooh, yeah, kick in the gut. Setting him up for the Storm Buster. Rushes in. Absolutely relentless. Player one, oh my god, they just choked it up. This unleashes some big damage. Side switch. Amazing. Sees the overhead coming. Noticeable life lead. The overhead denied. Are you kidding me? Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Get into the ring! I'll take on all of you!
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. What are they thinking here? Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Knockdown. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their intercepts? Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight!
Was looking for that jump attack. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Jumps up, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Butt smash! A quick breather. Blocks it. Barely blocks the jump in. Knockdown and... jumps in. Medium kick hits. They throws them. Not much life left, but they're driving. The overhead denied. Are we gonna see a comeback here? One chance here, but Super Art looking for a chance. What's next? Sets up with the jump in. Flatlines him. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Get into the ring! I'll take on all of you!
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? An aggressive attack. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. What's the play here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Gets the counter hit throw. Knockdown. Butt smash! Player 1 chases them down. Taking stock. And they create an opportunity. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player one wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Anything off the smash? Early round decisions are so important. Charges forward. He brushes that off and keeps going. 100-hand slap. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experiencing burnout. Player two looking to plant him with a pile driver. What'll happen here? Totsugeki to the face! Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to see? Oh, now that is a punish! Closes it out! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Step into the ring! I'll take on all of you!
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the surprise rush in. An aggressive attack. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. What are they thinking here? Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, what a move. The low doesn't connect. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player one has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. No escaping that. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Sumo Spirit. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Throws them. What's next? Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player two has the meter here. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They're backed up into the corner. Creates an opening with the low heavy. They're spacing. Oh, how did they spot that? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Sumo Spirit. Going on the offensive. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Impact squash. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drivers. Excellent block. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player two is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Absolutely relentless. Connects with the throw. Player two, still low heavy, but no go. Things are looking very bleak, but can they find something? That's gonna leave them rattled. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Escapes the corner. Doesn't touch the throw. Player one was an absolute beast in that match. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Step into the ring!
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Charges in with authority. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Neither of them willing to back off. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Will this decision pay off for them? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Slap smash! Knockdown! Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. So charges forward. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Ultimate killer head wrap. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Anything off the smash? Going in? Grabs and throws them away. Player 2 has the deck stacked against them. She can't knock down. Here comes the mix-up. In there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Step into the ring!
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Throws him down. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. What is he thinking here? Well-timed command throw there. That's the jump in they were looking for. You always look up when they're cornered. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Knockdown. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets the jump in. Both players all out of drive gauge. Butt smash! Knockdown and player 2 needs it's too much. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Sumo Spirit. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Anything off the smash? Both of them were ready for a throw. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Experiencing burnout. Player 2, a super art, responds with the ultimate killer head wrap. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Player 2 is not in a good place health-wise, but with the super art in play, it's still not over. That's a counter. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
What's up? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. There's a change of sides. Steals back a chance. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Odds nothing but air. shows them. Ooh! Brushes that off and keeps going. 100 hands! The Bulldozer levels them! Player 1 is in a very good anti-air in the clutch. And they burn out in sync. Comes crashing, getting ready to be thrown to the sun. Amazing! Player 1 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some make the overhead deny. That's gonna leave him rattled. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Killing them with the ultimate killer head round. I called it. It is over. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Step into the ring!
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive impact netted them a sweet punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Both fighters are low on drive gauge. They'll want to tread carefully for this part of the fight. Good drive management could well decide this. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Neither of them is willing to back off here. Butt smash! Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Transverse, the hit throw connects. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Spirits are lifted. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Was looking for that jump attack. Still slugging it out at this range. Oh, top experiencing burnout. Player 2, they're going for the super art. It's a good spot to use the super. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown and player 2 will need to use their meter here overhead, but it won't work. Sets up with the jump in. Quick breather. That's gonna leave him rattled. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Big time whip. The over. What a finish. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Step into the ring!
This will be a good fight.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the low kick. Low heavy. The low is denied. That overhead was a bit obvious. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Had the radar up and running. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Oh, easy tech. Blocks the low heavy. Big low reaching heavy. Checks him with a projectile. Player one is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Butt smash! Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Experiencing burnout. KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Comes crashing down! Are we going to see some fireworks here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Still scrapping for control of the space. Oh, easy tech. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Burnout activates. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Player two, that's not gonna hit. Knockdown and life lead is there. Puts overhead, but it won't work. Low heavy, but no go. Low heavy. Not much luck. Crowns him from above. Slaps him. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Player one can't let this simmer. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% plans. Player one is a force to be reckoned with. Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Get into the ring!
This will be a good fight.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Great block on that ambiguous cross-up. No good up high. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one is using their drive liberally. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Life lead opens up. Butt smash! Knockdown. Holds out with the block. KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Anything off the smash? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Experiencing burnout. Gotta be good. Just goes for it at this range. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter. Oh no, they're stunned. Player two, burnout activates. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Knockdown and we have two claw critical. What's gonna happen? KO. Player one made all the right moves in that fight. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Step into the ring! Bring the heat!
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Misfire with the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weakened. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Both fighters have completely emptied out their drive gauge and are in burnout state. Not a lot of patience on show here today. Both unable to use drive gauge at this key point. The jump-in is denied. Will that drive impact get punished? Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Misses the drive impact. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Experiencing burnout. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, going on the offensive? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Jackknife maximum cuts clean through him. Risky up-close scrap still burnout activated. Player 2, ultimate killer head wrap. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Not much life difference. Anything off the smash? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. There's a burnout. Puts them overhead. Player 2 and whip. They're wide open. Going in? Or low heavy. Overdrive jackknife sends them down the quick way. No lapse in judgment goes unpunished. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Gotta do better than that. Absolutely relentless. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Throws them. Will this super art do anything? Ultimate killer head wrap. Player 2 needs to flatten them with a jackknife. Both sides getting ready. They're using fireball to force a reaction. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cook connects with the throw. Okay, here, yo, rock super hit. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Getting up, sniped. Turns out, take a seat. Any mistake could overhead, but it won't work. It is over. Player 1 reaches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Step into the ring! Bring the heat!
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Player 2 with the life lead. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. We have one player in burnout stage, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity, and that's a KO. timed that perfectly. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
2. Fight!
Butt smash! How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps? Anything off the smash? Both fighters want to establish themselves. Jackknife maximum cuts clean through them. They're going for the super art. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Both fighters planning something? Their spacing is so on experiencing burnout. Both fighters are out of drive. Might be a good idea to back off, but they might try something here. Overhead. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Think overhead, but it won't work. Zoom up, the overhead denied. And whiffs, they're wide open. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. What a finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round! Fight!
Crossed up! Totsugeki to the face! Vital parry! 100-hand slap! Player overhead! That's gonna leave him rattled! Player 1 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we're gonna try to act quickly, but whiff the attack! And whiff! What a finish! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Step into the ring!
An honor, to be sure.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deftly shuts out the jumper. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. No good up high. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Hits with the overhead. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Takes a trip. Throws them to negate the block. Neither of them willing to back off here. Burnout is triggered. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. They return to center stage. What'll happen here? Closing moments of the match. Oh! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Spirits are lifted. Ooh, it looks like the wick hits them with a stopping bomb. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Gets out of the corner. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage on them. Throws them. What's next? They're jostling for the dominant. Brushes that off and keeps going. 100 hands. It's a good spot to use the super. Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in. Player 2 is working with a better game. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Comes crashing back. The overhead denied. 3-volt. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Very good indeed.
Final round. Fight!
Sumo smash! This is it. Who's gonna take it all? They gotta start cooking. 100 hands. Oh, here we go. Nothing stops this train. Drive impact misses. What's next? Overhead, but it won't work. Sends them flying. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Come crashing down. They got Kotsugeki to the face. Ooh, put a little extra on that. Are you kidding me? Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.